Hello everyone, welcome to Science Spot, where we simplify science. Today we are going to start a very interesting topic, that is heat. Okay, we must have encountered this warm sensation in our mouth while having a hot cup of tea or a hot noodles. So have you ever wondered what that sensation is? Yes, that sensation is nothing but the warmth felt due to the heat. So, what is heat? Heat is basically a form of energy which flows between the body having temperature difference. Okay, so in our day to day life, we must have encountered things that are hot and things that are cold. Yes, अब ये है क्या? Like कुछ चीज़ें टच करने में बहुत गर्म फील होती है और कुछ चीज़ें टच करते वक्त बहुत ठंडा लगता है. सो कभी सोचा है कि ये ठंडा और ये गर्म है क्या? This is because of heat. The thing which are warm to touch is having more heat, and the things that are cold to touch are having less heat. Okay, so the tea is hot, the ice cream is cold. Usually in our day to day life, we just touch things and we sense whether the thing is hot or cold. But scientifically speaking, that method is wrong. We need some device to accurately measure whether the thing is hot or cold. Okay, so that reliable device to measure whether the thing is hot or cold is called as thermometer. Yes, the temperature is measured by a device called as thermometer. There are basically four types of thermometer: clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer, maximum minimum temperature thermometer, and digital thermometer. Okay, so as the name suggests, clinical thermometer, the device which is clinically being used by medical professionals to measure temperature. Okay, so इस device में basically there is a bulb and a U bend and a long tube which is filled with mercury. Okay, as we all know, as the mercury is heated, it expands. It expands uniformly. So as the mercury expands, it raises in the column, and when its temperature is equivalent to the body of that which we are measuring the temperature, the expansion stops and we get a reading. So this device or the thermometer can be used to measure the temperature accurately. So this clinical thermometer is used to measure the temperature of a human body accurately. So as we all know, like the human body temperature can't go below 35 degrees Celsius and it can't raise above 40 degrees Celsius. So the lowermost reading in this clinical thermometer is of 35 degrees Celsius, and the uppermost reading in this clinical thermometer is 40 degrees Celsius. So this device can be used to measure the temperature accurately. So there is a small U bend or a kink. The function of kink is to prevent the mercury from falling down as soon as we take it out of the body. So जब हम टेम्परेचर रीडिंग करते हैं तो उस रीडिंग को देखते टाइम थर्मोमीटर में मर्करी का लेवल फॉल ना करे, उसको प्रिवेंट करने के लिए देयर इज अ स्मॉल किंक और अ यू बेंड. बेसिकली इट प्रिवेंट्स द बैक फ्लो ऑफ मर्करी. जब हम रीडिंग ले रहे हो तब वो नीचे की तरफ फॉल ना करे. ओके, next is the laboratory thermometer. Laboratory thermometer is used to measure the temperature of different fluids or different chemicals inside the laboratory. So in laboratory when we are performing certain experiments, हमारा जो temperature difference होता है तो बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. So this has a very low point and a very high point. Like the minimum temperature that we can record with this device is minus 10 degrees Celsius, and the maximum temperature that we can record with this device is 110 degrees Celsius. Basically this thermometer is used in the laboratory for measuring various temperature of the various substance or chemicals that we use in the laboratory. There are certain precautions that need to be kept in mind while using the thermometer, that the thermometer should always be kept upright. It should not be tilted. The bulb should be surrounded from all sides. and the bulb should not touch the surface of the container. These precautions should be in your mind while using this thermometer. Okay, the next thermometer is your maximum minimum thermometer. You must have heard in various weather forecasting that this is the maximum temperature of the day, this is the minimum temperature of the day. So that maximum and minimum temperature of the day is measured with the help of this thermometer. This thermometer also works on the same principle of expansion of mercury. It has two columns. One on the right side determines the maximum temperature and one on the left side determines the minimum temperature. Okay, the last thermometer is your digital thermometer. As we all know, the mercury is toxic to human beings. Okay, so while using clinical thermometer, there must be a possibility of some accidents that can happen, mishappening that can happen. So to avoid all that, we right now have developed a digital thermometer which uses various temperature sensors to calculate or to show the exact reading of temperature. So right now in modern days we prefer digital thermometer over the clinical thermometer, which have a more accurate reading and less chances of error. That's all for today, and in the next class we will be learning about the different modes of heat transfer. Okay, and before we wind up, just keep in mind, it's just science, not a rocket science. Thank you.